Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. So, as you can see on the screen, December 24th, this was what, 18 days ago, Nemesis tweeted out contract, it's official, that he was signing, and there was a ton of just speculation and rumors and what exactly was happening. It was Nemesis just completely trolling? Was he actually signed to an organization? Was he signed to an organization as a content creator, as a player? Where was he going? And then obviously LS tweeted out an American flag, so it kind of added fuel to the fire. Nemesis had previously tweeted out that he was not going to be playing in the LCS or the LEC in this upcoming season, so then none of this really made sense, but it seemed like we were going to be getting some answers soon. Again, fast forward through last week of December, still nothing. First week of January, still nothing. But now, finally, today, January 11th, we have the answer of what Nemesis's plans will be, at least for the near future, in 2021. But before we get into that, I just want to mention real quick, if you're not already subscribed, definitely click that subscribe button really quick. I think like 28% of the people that watch my videos are actually subscribed. So to the other, 72% of you guys, if you could please click that subscribe button, it would be absolutely awesome. We're trying to hit 6,000 subs as soon as we can into 2021. That'd be great. Also, drop a like on this video if you enjoy my content, if you enjoy what we do here, and you want to support my channel because it helps me out with the YouTube algorithm, getting my videos out to more and more people. With that being said, let's talk about it. Where is Nemesis going in 2021? He tweeted out, this was like a half hour ago, maybe even less, that we got this announcement from Geng Esports, this little video showcasing a bunch of new big signings, and as you can see, what is this, 23 seconds into it, we have Nemesis. They tweeted out introducing the newest members of the Geng content creator family. Please join us in welcoming Geng legends Ambition, Kuve, super cool, and I don't know who this guy is. Let's look him up. Still don't know who he is. Okay, that guy too, as well as Geng newcomers Nemesis, Crownshot, Emily Ghoul, and Snitchery. So, super crazy pickups. Then also, just to add a little comedy on top of this, Nemesis tweeted out that Reddit had him convinced that he is going to NA. Well, you know, there were some rumors that he was maybe going to go to like 100 Thieves, Evil Geniuses, maybe even TSM for a little while. And then even once it was confirmed that he wasn't going to be playing in the LCS or the LEC, there were some rumors that maybe he could come to like Cloud9 as a content creator. Cloud9 has been really big in signing a lot of content creators and stuff. But in the end, again, he is headed to Geng and Crownshot as well. So these are two obviously really big pickups for them. And I can't remember where the comment was, which thread it was on. But they were talking about, oh yeah, right here. Nemesis and Crownshot want to go to Korean boot camp and need a visa and accounts, I believe. So they had to sign with an org to get them accounts in Korean solo queue to make content with LS. Probably just 1 year contract since they want to return to LEC in 2022 and will use Korea to boot camp. And then like this other guy says, it's very beneficial to both sides. And I completely agree. Again, I would doubt it's even a full 1 year contract. It might even be less, or it might be a 1 year contract with some out clauses, because if Crownshot or Nemesis get an offer from an LEC or an LCS team that they want to take, I would be shocked if it is not in these contracts that they can opt out at any time, as long as they have a professional offer, as long as they're going to play with the professional team. But yes, with that being said, this seems like an absolute win-win. Obviously, Geng has those connections over in Korea. They should be able to get them hooked up. Maybe it'll take a little bit. Obviously, visa issues are kind of crazy right now all throughout the world. Travel's really hard. Quarantine's going on, all that stuff. But if Nemesis and Crownshot do want to boot camp in Korea, if they do want to, you know, make some content with LS, practice with LS, get coached by LS, who's obviously going to be staying over in Korea, then signing with Geng makes a ton of sense. Obviously, again, all those connections over in Korea, they will be able to hook them up. And I think that is good. If you want to practice, if you want to get better, European solo queue is good. It's some of the better solo queue in the world, but obviously most people would say Korea is the environment you want to be in. And it'll make for some good content too. If Nemesis and Crownshot want to continue to be content creators, if they want to continue to grow their brands, grow their fan bases, grow their popularity, which honestly could also help them get back onto teams, because if you have a huge fan base, teams are gonna hopefully be more likely to sign you. But also, even if not, you just want to grow your kind of popularity and fan base anyway, because obviously that'll be better for you in a lot of ways as well. But even if they don't eventually make it back onto teams, obviously you would still then want to grow your fan base, grow your popularity, grow your social medias, whether it be Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, whatever. And there's a lot of awesome content you can do over in Korea, not only playing against some of the best players in the world, but also being able to make content with and against some of the best players in the world. And in Korean solo queue, it's always great clickbait, and it always makes for funny, interesting videos as well. And if you can climb to the top of the ladder in Korea, then you can really do it anywhere in the world, and that does mean something to teams, and they will, you know, hopefully give these guys an opportunity. Because again, I think Nemesis and Crownshot both are top 10 players in their position in both EU and in North America. It's a little bit harder for Crownshot to make it over to North America just because it's really, really hard for NA to actually import AD carries because we have so many other needs. Like most teams have to import a mid laner and stuff because there's not very many good NA mids. And so it really does kind of limit the opportunities of a AD carry to come over to NA. But obviously Nemesis should have plenty of opportunities in NA, should have plenty of opportunities in EU, and Crownshot should as well. They absolutely should both be on rosters right now, and it's really, really weird. It'll be interesting to see what exactly Genji's plans are with them, using them on streams, on YouTube, what kind of contents they want to do for both their Western audiences and Western fans, but also some of the Korean players and the roster and stuff too, what they're going to be able to do. Really big pickup for Genji. Obviously, Genji has been making big waves over in the West recently. They actually have signed a ton of streamers. I know they have, I believe, the most content creators of like any organization, I want to say. They're just like signing everybody. And it seems to be working out. Again, they are kind of rapidly gaining fan base and popularity in the West when they've largely been kind of a Korean organization, obviously. But again, they are making some waves. There is a lot of money in the West, whether people want to say that the West is just, bad at video games or esports or whatever. We still have a ton of huge brands. We still have a ton of big money. And again, that's where all the money is. So you want to make waves over there. They have great brand recognition, great followers, great fan base in Korea, and this is just going to help them expand out even further. So I'm really hyped up for this. I'm really, really excited. It's going to be very, very interesting to see exactly how all of this plays out. And I'm just really glad that finally all the rumors and speculation and stuff are over. I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, he just loves the rumors and speculation stuff. And, I do. It's fun. There is a time and place for it. But I did want to know what's going on with these guys because I feel kind of, I don't know, bad. I don't feel bad for them necessarily, but I do feel like they're kind of being treated unfairly a little bit because yes, Nemesis was kind of the weak point for Fnatic at points last year, but that was a team that was almost able to make it to the semifinals at Worlds. And if he's able to play at, that level, then he can play on like the 5th best team in Europe or whatever. I just think it's super, super weird, and especially the teams in NA too. Sounds like he did get some offers from North America, but did turn them down just for his own reasons. And then as far as Crownshot, he was being considered by Fnatic and G2 potentially for their AD carry position. And again, if you're good enough for G2 and Fnatic, you're good enough for the 7th best team in Europe, and you're good enough for the 4th best team in North America. Like, it's super, super weird. And I hope this situation gets sorted out quickly. Again, we don't really know what's going to happen. Hopefully these guys are able to go over to Korea and just, dominate in solo queue, which a lot of people do expect them to be able to do. And then it'll be interesting to see how fast they're able to work their way back into the LEC. I know as soon as any mid laner starts doing bad, as soon as any AD carry starts doing bad, there's going to be a million fingers pointed at the coaching staff, at the organization, on Twitter, on Reddit, all these social medias, that these two guys aren't in the league and that, they're sitting there waiting. But I think it's awesome that they are being proactive. Again, that they're trying to grow their brands, trying to grow in their fan base, but also trying to get better. I really do hope they take it as an opportunity to, grind over in Korea and get coaching and get feedback and get better. Because some people, once they become content creators, especially with a brand, they do kind of fall into the trap of trying to create content, and that's not always as good for getting better. But if their content does get really, really successful, there have been players who obviously go on to content creation and never come back. So I hope this is not the last that we've seen of Nemesis. I hope this isn't the last that we've seen of Crownshot, because they are two very, very young, talented players who have bright futures ahead of them. But we will have to see how it goes. But it does seem like they will be headed over to Korea to be playing some Korean solo queue, and we'll have to see if it's the hyperbolic time chamber for them. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below. What do you think of this move? Crownshot and Nemesis going over to Genji. You think it was the right move? You think they should have maybe waited for a different org? Or you think just going to Korea isn't the right fit? I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on anything we talked about. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace!